Are you having issues trying to organize and store your ribbon spools? Over the years, I have tried several different methods using rods, bins, different kinds of boxes, and nothing seems to work well. It always seems to end up a big mess. I'm Jan Howell. Welcome to my channel where I show you simple tips and tricks on how to make your crafting, sewing, and all kinds of DIY projects a little easier, more enjoyable, and I may even save you a little bit of money. This organizing hack is simple, ridiculously inexpensive, and you won't believe how well it works. I'm going to show you how you can use a simple curtain rod to make a ribbon organizer. This will be a quick tutorial and a quick project for you, so let's get started. This is the ribbon hanger and organizer that I've used for quite a while. I've been looking for different ways, and what I don't like about these type of ribbon hangers, if I want to take out a ribbon or put a new ribbon spool in, I have to pull it against the wall. See how difficult that is? It does look nice, but another thing I find is that, look how they'll just start unrolling, and to put them back up is time consuming. I am so ready for a new method, and I think you're really gonna love this. So let's take this baby down and put up something new. You'll need your purchase curtain rod that you can find at your hardware store, Walmart, and I'll put a link in the description where you can get it online. I think this cost me under $2. And this is what they look like. This is an 18-inch to 28 inches rod. You'll need the hardware that it comes with, a measuring tape, a pencil, and a Phillips screwdriver. And of course, a wall space that you want to hang these on. And I forgot to mention that a level, if you have one, will come in handy to make sure that the rod is hanging straight. You could always measure from the top of the ceiling down and get the same measurement, but this makes it easy. The first thing that you'll need to do is prepare your wall space. I have a couple screws in here that need to be removed. So last night my husband found where the studs are in the wall. These screws really don't need to go into a stud, but my husband said that if you can find at least one stud to put it in, that's better. So this is where they are. I'm probably going to use 2 to 3 rods on this wall. The rods expand out to 28 inches, and of course they make them wider if you wanted to do a longer section of the wall and not go down into rows. I have chosen to do it like 3 28-inch rods. I'll put this end in a stud. If you have a battery operated drill or electric drill, this makes it even easier. So the hardware is labeled right side, and so I'm going to take that right piece and put it up and place it where I have marked with a pencil. I'll put in the screw in the top hole first. My husband says it's easier if you drill a hole first, but I'm going to try doing it without it. Now let's figure out where we need to put the left side. Resting it on top of the screw, finding the distance, find the level. I'm going to mark that with my pencil where I need to drill that other hole. I think if you use the screwdriver first just to get it going, before I put the second screw in, I'm going to put this up and see if it looks okay. And step back. Looks good, so I'm going to put that second screw in. Okay, do you want to see how it works? Even the bigger spools of thread will work. I've decided to place another rod 6 inches down from that. So I'm going to measure 6 inches down and mark that with a pencil and just do the same process. I have 2 rods placed on the wall and I'm going to put another one on there. I just want to mention another tip of something that I like to do to keep the ribbon from unwinding. I have these little pins. They're not as long as a normal sewing pin. You can just put it on the spool at an angle like this and it'll keep it in place. I was able to get 43 spools of ribbon on this 28-inch rod. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to put on a good podcast or some fun music and go through my ribbon and organize it. I love doing stuff like this. How about you? I have one more tip for you. When you go through your box of ribbon and you find some that you have just loosely shoved in the box and you don't have anything to roll them up on, you can take your comic strip boards. You can take those, cut them down to little bolts that measure 5 by 2.5 inches. And you can take your ribbon and wrap them around the boards. I like to just put a piece of masking tape and just start wrapping it around. It's better to wrap them around like this than to just shove them in a box. And you can use your little tiny little pins on the back. Now I showed you these little plastic bins when I did the bias tape tutorial, and if you haven't watched that, you might want to. They have adhesive on the back and they stick really nice to the inside or a wall. And this is where I'll put all my shorter pieces of ribbon that don't have a spool. I will put the link in the description where you can get these awesome plastic bins. So that's all there is to it. Get out your box of ribbon or however you're storing it. This is a good opportunity to go through your ribbon box, however you're storing it. Keep the ones that you really like, donate or share the ones that you really don't want anymore, and let's get our ribbon organized. I do have a fun tutorial showing you my sewing room makeover, things that I did to adjust. We all have different spaces, we all have different sewing needs and supplies, and to make your sewing room a place where you can enjoy being is really important and makes a huge difference. So I hope you like this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you are enjoying my content, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you have a question. Check out the links in the description below if you have a question about the products I use or where to find another video. Have fun organizing your ribbon, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.